Hey everyone, Bob Dudley with Safe-Decon Incorporated. Today we're going to run a Bowie-Dick or dart test in our BioPro 600 series. For those that do not know what a Bowie-Dick or dart test is this is a steam heat penetration pack. You have the outer layer, which is folded up and sealed. This is the same material that they use for surgery. It's designed to be able to steam and heat to penetrate, but it's thin-skinned. It allows for it to come in. On the outside, you'll see this little yellow dot. That is our heat temperature indicator. It will let us know whether the pack achieved the 270 degrees necessary. On the inside of the pack, at the end of it, we're going to leave it closed up. This pack here has a special piece of paper on the inside which will indicate whether the steam has penetrated the pack and that it has indeed covered it completely on the inside. The reason this is so important is the Safe-Decon unit is an airtight, impermeable product here. Actually, I've got my little ball peen here, and you can see no cracks, no dents, no anything. So if you can drop it, do whatever you want, you can beat it up. It's not going to matter. I'm using this particular BioPro. It's a newer material. These two red ones were made out of Sterile. This one is actually a little bit stronger than the Sterile, but we went with this one here. A little bit stronger and a little bit temperature stronger as well. It can handle higher heats on the higher end, but also lower heat temperatures as low as 65 below zero. This Safe-Decon unit features an inner basket. This is a load probe, self-sealing load probe port. My unit doesn't have a load probe port, so we won't be using the load probe. But if you were able to use the load probe, if your unit has one, you're able to stick the load probe in, monitors and controls the temperature on the inside of the unit, and away we go. So you're probably asking yourself, okay, you're claiming this is airtight. On the outer rim here, you can see that there's a seal that locks down over the top of the unit. And on the inside, I have designed and patented two special valves. These valves on the inside close up when they're cold and sealed. This is actually completely airtight. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take our Bowie-Dick, we're going to place it down into the bottom, and we're going to run a Bowie-Dick cycle. Now the cycle I'm running is actually a modified Bowie-Dick cycle. We're running 4 pulses instead of the usual 3. The first pulse is required to open the valves up. Then you'll see the steam penetration on the final 3. The autoclave is set for a 3-minute purge, just like you would have in a regular steam test, dart test. It is a 4-minute sterilization at 132 Celsius or 270. So let's go ahead, and now that we got this thing locked up airtight with our Bowie-Dick inside, let's run it and see what happens, folks. So what we got here is this is the old monochrome, as you can tell. This is when they made really good autoclaves. So what I'm going to point out is here's our 3-minute purge time. We have our pressures at 26 and our vacuum minimum of 10 inches for our minimum pressures. We will be running a dry time of 5 minutes, which is a little bit longer, but there's our 4 pulses, 132, and that should get us there. And we're running a 4 let's see, pulse time 3, and there's our 4-minute sterilization time right there. So that's our cycle. Let's go ahead and get it started. Cycle time, 24 minutes, 20 seconds. I'll see you when I get back. All right, folks, we're just about done with our cycle here. It's just finished up to dry, and just waiting on the door to open up. Got my glove handy for, it's gonna be a little warm. So once we get this thing through, and just a few more seconds here, we're gonna open it up, look at our pack, and see just how much penetration and stuff was, steam and heat penetration we were able to get into the pack. So that's our signal. And there we go. All right, hopefully I don't ruin my seat here. It's gonna be a little warm. Hopefully I can take it. And I get this open, get access to my pack. Get that shut. That gets a little warm there. All right, and ta-da! We know that it achieved the 270 degrees. Our yellow spot is now black. So let's open it up, see what kind of steam penetration we were actually able to get. As most of you know, this test here is difficult enough just for an autoclave to go through and achieve. But when you put it inside of an airtight container such as a Safe-Decon unit, to be able to get this to turn all black is going to be pretty impressive, I would think, as most of you would know. And as we look, let's see here, and the question is where? Up there it is, and that's the steam penetration that we get in a Safe-Decon container. Now, what this proves is that even with the Bowie-Dick inside an airtight container, you can now achieve the heat and steam penetration on the Bowie-Dick inside of it. And as most of you know, that is a difficult achievement just by getting your autoclave to do it by itself. But to have it in an airtight container, not a bad result there. But it does prove that with these, even though that they are airtight, we are able to get steam penetration into the contents. This was a Bowie-Dick cycle, 22 minutes, 20-second time at, like I said, at 132 or 270 degrees. That is impressive, folks. As you can see, there isn't even any remotely little spots on there. We were able to achieve it in an airtight container. And with that, I'm gone. You guys have a great day.